We must see what shapes humanity in a positive way towards the well-being of all in an inclusive manner. If we don't do this now with these technologies, it's a clear proof that we have no care or concern for any life on this planet.
So, Sadhguru, you're very quickly, so I mean, you're very famous for, of course, being a spiritual guru, but also very famous for having a good sense of humor and quick wit. So, we thought we'll do a small rapid fire round just to get to know some parts of you that maybe we don't know yet. So, if I could shoot. So, if you are not on the path of becoming a spiritual guru, what is a career or a profession or a trade that you would have loved to pursue?
Well, people think I'm a spiritual guru, but essentially, I'm an explorer of life. If there was no spiritual dimension, I think I would still be an explorer, maybe of a different kind. Maybe I would be walking the equator or the poles, but I would still be an explorer, that's for sure, because for me life is an exploration. Right now, because the doors of the inner world or inner dimension opened up, I find this exploration far more exciting and limitless than traversing the planet. So I am on this. Suppose these doors had not opened, I think I would be an explorer anyway. The fundamental quality wouldn't have changed, I'm saying the direction might have changed.
Interesting. That sounds like a good life.
So, Sadhguru, the next question is that while we were applicants at ISB, as a part of our application process, we were asked a question that where do we see ourselves in the next 5 to 10 years, or what are our short-term and long-term goals? So, I want to know, if you were an MBA applicant, how would you answer these questions?
I would say I would be running the ISB in 5 years' time.
Beautiful answer, wish we'd said that too. So Sadhguru, on to the next one. Is there anything specific about the younger generation that gives you hope for the future of the world? Is there any hope for the future of this world anyway?
Well, is there any hope for the future? If young people like you are thinking if there is no hope, then it's a terrible thing. But there is no hope or hopelessness about the world. It is about what we do today will manifest itself as world tomorrow. So what are we going to do today? Instead of having a plan and executing the plan, a whole lot of people are busy wanting a prediction. So we will look at your hand, where are you going? We will look at the stars, where are you going? Well, most of the stars don't even exist, do you know what the stars you see in the sky? They do not exist. Looking at them, you are deciding where you're going. I can imagine where you will go with this. So, do not look for predictions. It's very important. We decide where the world will go tomorrow. We must decide as a generation of people. That is when we can call ourselves human beings. Otherwise, we are like any other creature. Human being can determine what will be tomorrow. Yes? To largest possible extent, it's possible to do that. So, the young people, what hope do they give? See, one thing I see is just now somebody was complaining about social media. Though as confused as it looks, this social media thing, one thing is people are communicating with each other. People are more exposed to each other than ever before. People would not trust anybody beyond their family, their community, their nation or their identity, whatever it was, race, religion, many things. But today, people are communicating seamlessly. A whole lot of people in, India and Pakistan are always at the border, we are rubbing at each other. But whole lot of Pakistanis following me and, regularly in contact with us. This is only possible because of the technologies and across the world. And I keep saying this because a lot of people don't understand why I'm as active as I am on social media. Can I take this rapid, I must shoot with one sentence, is it?
No, Sadhguru.
Go ahead, sir.
See, this happened almost maybe about 13, 14 years ago. I was in United States and somebody was looking at, we were working together and somebody said, Sadhguru, every day people are typing out about 1 lakh people or 100,000 people are typing out the word spirituality on the net. I said, is that so? Then what is it that they're searching for? Let's see. So we typed out spirituality. First thing that comes up is a spa in Mexico. Second thing that comes up is a call girl in Northern California. She's using all that SOP, whatever, spiritual, and she's coming up number 2. I thought, this is a shame when there is a tool like this that you can reach anybody in the world. When I say this generation may not understand this. We must understand this is the first time in the history of humanity that you can sit here and talk to whoever you want anywhere in the world. Never before this was ever possible. Many great beings have come, all right? When a Rama came, we don't know if he could really speak to anybody. I don't think he could really open up and speak to anyone, not even one probably. Maybe Hanuman. When Krishna came, only one disciple, only Arjuna he is speaking to. Well, a Buddha came, he spoke to more number of people, but only in one part of the country. Jesus came, 12 people, one freaked on him, all right? This has been the history of humanity. This is the first time you can sit here and talk to the entire world. When there are tools like this, if we cannot transform humanity now, in this time and age, with the technologies that we have, that means we have no concern for humanity. If we are concerned for humanity, we must put the right things out. We must see what shapes humanity in a positive way towards the well-being of all in an inclusive manner. If we don't do this now with these technologies, it's a clear proof that we have no care or concern for any life on this planet, all right? We might have had many problems till now, but today we have technologies to communicate. We don't even have to knock on their door. We can just go through their window and tell them whatever we want to tell them, wherever they are, all right? When this possibility is there, this is the time to transform. This is the time to plan a transformation of humanity. This is a time to move humanity to a profoundness of human nature. This is the time to do it. So let's do that rather than asking for a prediction, is there hope or no hope? If we are that kind of people who are frivolous, there is no hope anyway. But if we are that kind of people, the tools that we have, we are committed to the well-being of humanity, then definitely it is possible. This generation is more exposed to variety of human beings around the world like never before. This definitely should manifest as a more inclusive society over a period of time. When this excitement about social media and the dating apps and the nonsense is over, this excitement will get over after some time. It's new, people are on fire like this. But after that, we will start using social media in a more mature way, which is what we are trying to manifest, that are more mature ways of using this and making the world a far more inclusive place than the way it has been for all this millennia. Definitely, that possibility exists and we must make it happen.
Thank you, Sadhguru. That's powerful potential there. But something more light-hearted. So very recently we got to know from your team that you're a pretty good cook. So I just want to ask, what is your favorite dish both to cook and to eat?
Well, my cooking is very different from anything that you have eaten in restaurants and stuff. So if I tell the names, you won't understand because this comes from communities which are Telugu communities but living in Karnataka, so they imbibed… The foundation is Telugu cooking, but they imbibed Kannada cooking, and they made something else out of it, which is very unique. Only thing is, I would say, don't come and eat my cooking because you will become my slave. If you don't want to be my I'll hold you with the tongue.
Right. So, Sadhguru, the next question is that as kids, especially naughty kids, we used to play a lot of pranks on our friends, our families, especially siblings. So, as a kid, or even today, did you play pranks, and on whom did you play them?
All of them. Not just on other kids. I played pranks on everybody. Teachers, parents, anybody on the street, anybody. I didn't spare anyone. Whatever I did, they thought it's a prank. What could I do?
All right, Sadhguru, this is the last question of the rapid fire round and a rather important one. What would a 63-year-old Sadhguru tell a 24-year-old Jaggi Vasudev?
Oh, the 24-year-old Jaggi Vasudev was super successful for those days. Everything that he did was successful at that time. He was not going to listen to your 63-year-old man at all. Thank you. Thank you.